I'll take a dodge action with my shield up. And that's it.
Just walk up and take a dodge action. Okay. Anything else?
Yep. No, that's it.
Okay. Duenti.
I'm gonna bonus action and use Tales from Beyond.
Okay.
And just sort of figure out what thing do I get. Okay.
What is that? A 6? Is that an adjustment to a roll or something? What does it do?
It's basically I get to roll on a table of effects, and when I get to do something next turn, I can just use an action to basically impose this effect.
Okay.
I'm going to post it there. But as my action, I'm going to use a message.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Does this thing count as a creature is really my question. But I'm going to point a finger. But wherever Sir Petrus said this thing was coming from. And just whisper under my breath. I don't think it says anything that I need to see it. It just needs to be within range of 120 feet.
That's right. What are you going to whisper?
Yep.
I think I'm going to whisper. What are you?
Okay. You hear a voice in your head. And it just says, in a very low, sounds like that wind whispering through some sort of narrow window or something. Can you roll a insight to see if you can figure out what they're saying?
I have big insight. Let's go. 14.
Ooh. Okay, if you were to speed this up and run it backwards, it would be saying, "We are hate."
Oh.
Friendly.
Now, there's a movement in the air. Something feels awful around you, but let's have a look at this Spirit Guardians. Is it upon entering it? Because something is about to enter this area. You might need to... Oh, here we go. Great, thanks. Up in the chat, here it is. I'm pretty sure it's when they enter it. When you cast a spell, you can designate...
For the first time on the turn.
Okay, first timer. Yeah, so it is when it enters it. Just it means if it goes in and out, backwards and forwards, doing a do-si-do dance, it's the first time that round. Okay, and there's a wisdom saving throw, and it's classed as difficult terrain, so slow. Right. So, Willikers. One, two, 3, 4. You hear this screaming. 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, and Duenti, can you roll one lot of damage? I'm just going to apply it to them all.
What do I need to roll?
No, Sir Petrus and his Spirit Guardians.
I
think it's 3d8 radiant.
You can just click on the text box, the pink square.
The little pink box on the chat will do it.
I've already rolled, guys. If you scroll up slightly, you can see when I first cast the spell, the damage was already rolled. 18 points of radiant.
18, okay. When you trigger it multiple times, I'll get you to re-roll it. But we'll take the 18 for this first one. And we need wisdom saving throws. Okay, they all take 18.
Sweet.
And you hear these howls of pain from above, all around you, Durenti.
Above, okay.
Immediately looks at the... Actually, no. We'll get to that.
Let's see. Okay, and you feel something grasp you and sort of pull you, trying to tear your arm off.
Me? Ooh, no.
Okay, it hits armor class 25, Duenti,
Yeah.
and does 7 sort of rending damage.
7. Okay.
What's your armor class, Duenti?
It's 17.
Okay, it hits you again for 11.
Mm.
It appears to be coming from this side and above. About 10 foot away from you, Riddle, you can feel something there. And Duenti again. You take another 9. Are you deducting this off your token? We need to see your health bar go down.
Okay. So I'm down to 104.
Okay. Oh. And this time you take 13 damage.
Wait, how... Was that 3 attacks or 2? 4.
It's 3 so far.
So far.
I think I may have Wait. Can't tell if I miscalculated or not. Yeah. Wait, what was the damage?
13 from the third one.
Oh boy.
8 from the fourth.
I think...
And the fifth one tries to grasp you, but you lift your ankle up and it misses.
8th from the 4th?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I'm down 83.
$10, $20, $30.
Should we be seeing the rolls in the chat?
No, it's better if you don't for this, because otherwise you see what it is.
Got it.
So Lotto, what's your armor class?
24.
24, wow. Okay.
And I'm taking dodge action, so anything's with disadvantage.
Okay. Alright. Misses. Hits. Misses. 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 Okay, you get struck once and wrenched, doing 11 damage to you. And this is where you, Sir Petrus, come into your own. Can you roll your 3d8 again?
Is it 48?
It depends on what level you cast it at.
Yeah, it was level 4.
Ah, right, yeah, 48 then.
14 points of radiant damage.
Nice one.
That's lousy.
But still, it's times 3 because there's 3 creatures. Okay. Oh, the 18 was a good one, I suppose.
And whatever is attacking us, it's invisible or just...
You cannot see anything in front of you.
Okay.
And you can hear other howls and things around. But they're sort of lurking at the edge of the, at the edge of this radiance. Riddle.
We can't see them. We can just sense them at this stage.
Yeah, you know that there's something probably next to Duenti that's very close to you, 10 feet away.
I will try to throw an 3 Eldritch Blasts towards it.
Okay, it'll just be at disadvantage because of the invisibility.
$17 for the first one.
Wow, so at disadvantage, that still hits.
$14 for the second one.
That hits as well.
It's not. Is it coming up on the chat?
No, it's not.
Okay. Wrong button. Try that one.
Yep.
Wrong button. Except I did Firebolt. Same to hit anyway. Sorry.
Okay.
Disadvantage was 24.
Yep, that hits. So we've got 3 lots of damage.
Not a problem. One.
So it's 13 damage from the first one. 5 from the second. And last one was becoming. And then it's the Petrus's turn. And another.
Can I? No, I can't see anything. Not a problem.
How much damage did the third one do? I can't see it yet.
I missed the third one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got 2 hits and I missed.
Okay.
And I will just end my turn for the moment.
Okay.
Attacking with my bonus actions.
So Petrus.
I'll cast my eye over my companions to see how badly hurt they are. I can barely see through the the template above the icons.
Yeah, also Duenti's quite badly damaged. Not, anywhere near last legs or anything, but it's significant. Everyone else
I am roughed up.
Looks pretty okay.
All right. I think I will continue maintaining my spirit guardians, but I can't see any of these enemies attacking us.
No, you can't.
In that case, I will cast a spell to grant me the ability to see with the light of the goddess of separation, which is true seeing.
Awesome.
Nice.
And I'm just going to swap out that spell effect.
Oh yeah, that's a much better one.
Okay. Right, so you see around you, there are, next to Solotl, there are 3 human sort of shaped things, but they're sort of seem to be running on all fours, crouching, sort of formless.
And have I seen these things before, or do I know what these things are?
Immaterial. You can roll an Arcana for me. You might have encountered them. You're not trying to identify them. It's just more and rack your brain or anything. That's an action, but we're just rolling to see whether you've encountered them before.
Sure. Not with that roll, I imagine.
No, and it could easily be that that you haven't encountered them before, and these might look a little bit different to what you've seen before in any case. But you could definitely see sort of human-shaped formless things, running on all fours, like a ghoul might run on all fours when it tried to go really fast. But they seem
And they're substantial, or are they sort of wispy and
no,
ethereal?
they're insubstantial. They're sort of made of this same sort of gloom that you're keeping at bay with your light.
I'll shout to hang on a sec, to Zalotl.
Mm-hmm.
Are these undead creatures that we fight?
Okay. Well, then he can act on that in his turn.
Of course, yeah. I think
see.
that's probably it for me.
Okay. I might have a handout that I can show you. Let's see. You're seeing...
Yeah, same.
Okay. All right. So Petrus is done. Okay, you see 3 around Solotl. You also see 3 by Duenti, and they're all hovering above him. You see 4 hovering at the very limits of your sphere of radiance, and they're directly above Riddle and like looking, waiting to come to dive down, swooping. They run on the air.
I would like to call out the positions of the
No
enemy
problem.
too.
So I can sort of spot them out for you with the ping, so that people can see where Petrus is pointing, and you see another one sort of lurking at ground level down here. Sort of running on the air, but at ground level towards Petrus and Solotl. Maybe going to dash up the stairs to Riddle. You don't know. But it's you call out the alarm and point them out with a handy true sight. Solotl, what do you want to do?
Solotl will, first of all, I guess, cast See Invisibility.
Okay. All right, you cast it, and you see exactly the same thing that I just described. We won't do the secret squirrel thing, but what I will do is I'll add you to the handout.
Okay.
Permission. Oh, the little bloody thing's not opening. Okay, I'm coming back into Roll20, but yeah, so you can see it, and you can see there's 3 immediately adjacent to you, like within your 5 foot, range.
Okay. So a question here would be, so that's my action, but I don't know, would it take a bonus action to try and tell if these are undead of any sort?
You can roll an Arcana again just to see if you might have encountered them before, but to use one of your, to do a proper investigation is an action. But you might have, one of them might have been your long lost brother, and you grew up with them and a family of them.
Although I got up to 11.
No, but it'll take
what I'm trying to ascertain is not whether they are particular type of creatures, just whether they're undead or not.
Yeah, and you've got a special set of skills for that, but I think that's an action as well, unfortunately. So you've done your action. You can now see them to identify them. The next step is identifying, but nothing else, I guess, for here, unless you want to do any movement.
Yeah, I don't think I have any useful bonus action here.
Okay.
No. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Duenti. 3 howling, screaming things above you. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here.
Immediately calling out. So apparently these things have a name, and it's hate.
Yeah.
And also, do not go near any of these statues. I think they're coming from here. And I'm gonna use, I think it's an action.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to use my Tales from the Beyond, and give myself temporary hit points.
Nice one.
So that would be a D12 plus Bardic level.
You can put that into your blue bar. Put that into your blue bar. That's what we use temp for, and then you can take it off there first.
Question: can you hear the dogs behind me?
No.
Is it there? Okay, good.
Okay, so get your temporary hit points.
Yeah,
Are you just rolling it?
yeah. 19. Alright. I also get ooh, okay. I did not see all of it. So that's 19. I also get +1 bonus to AC. Neat.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action,
Yep.
can I do anything as a bonus action, actually?
I guess there's bonus action
Yung charger
spells.
ni Mama Maxine. iPhone.
Wasn't it Tale of Trouble a bonus action?
He's already done it, I think. He can.
Yeah, I did the last turn. I did the bonus action.
Yeah, I mean,
the actual-
activating it. I think it's bonus action, and then you still should have your action left.
Activating is an action. Bestowing it
Oh.
on me is an action.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything for bonuses. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. I assume I can't see them.
No.
I know the general direction, but I
Yes,
can't
you
see
can. So you can means you can target them if you sort of know where they are, but it's disadvantage. Similar to what
Yeah, I don't have
Riddle was doing.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Okay, so in that case, we move to them. So the first thing, there's 6 of these in your circle of death, Sir Petrus. Can you roll a 4d8 for your...
Rolling once.
Yeah, just roll once and we'll apply that to all 6.
Okay, 4 8s is what I want.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you got 2 of them.
Bad though.
Yeah, okay. And we have... wisdom save, right?
Yes.
And some...
The DC is 18.
Okay, so I need 3 of them. One of them passes out of that. 2 of them passes out of that. So 23. One of them passes out of that one. Okay. And you can hear wails, Sir Lottle, from the creatures to your to the east. Okay, so then 3 of them go onto you, Juenti. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 1, 2 criticals. And what's your armor class now? You've got a +1, don't you? You're up to 20? It's 18? Juenti?
I think his AC was 17, so +1, yeah, 18.
Okay,
Now
so-
it's 18. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got 2 crits and 1 regular hit.
Mm.
So the first hit does 16 damage.
Okay. That brings my temp down to 3.
The second one does 20 damage.
That's then. Wait. 23.
Those are the 2 critical hits, by the way.
Okay.
They
Wait, is
can't-
that already doubled or?
I've already doubled it.
Oh.
I've already.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Brain is
third,
trying to do math. 20 minus 3 is 17, right?
if you do it in your token, click on your token, click on the circle, and just type -13 or -20, and it does the maths for you.
The red one?
The green one.
Wait. Oh, that's where I've been putting my. That's where I've been putting my health hit points.
Yeah. It's 83 right now and 19 temp. So if you click on the blue and type whatever it is, minus... Well, you know what your temporary hit points are now, or...
Yeah, I go down by yeah. My temporary hit points are now down, so I lose my extra AC.
Okay. And then,
And I, yep.
and what is your regular hit points now to?
It's well, 83 minus 17 is
So you can just go minus 17, done. 66. And then if you click on you try it for the next one. So click on your token, and then click on the green dot above you, and then just type minus 10. And it should drop to 56 and do the math for you.
Oh, that. Okay. That's.
Did it work?
Nope, it's still 83. It did reduce my temp hit points, but.
Oh, something's going on because I'm looking at it on screen and your tokens.
Oh, it's 66. Wait. Oh, it's 66 on my thing.
Yeah, that's all I care about. That's what we're using for hit points tracking.
Okay.
What's in D&D Beyond or Roll20 character sheet?
Yeah.
You can track it there as well if you want, but
69.
hey, what do you want?
69.
You're on 69.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just adjust it in your token. Okay, so
I've already just.
oh, well, it had 66.
Yeah, originally.
Okay.
I upped it up.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, each of these creatures has another attack. The first one misses.
Hmm.
The second one hits.
Okay.
And the third one hits.
Hmm.
So another 8 damage, Duenti.
Yep.
If you want me to slow down.
Wait, another 8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Ah, good, it worked. I can see your health going
Yeah.
down. And another 11.
Alright, so. That's.
So Lottle, your armor class. Your armor
24.
class 24, is that right? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm needing that. So one of them attacks, missing. Another one goes missing, and hitting with a crit. And the other one goes missing and missing.
Okay.
So you take 22, 18 damage from one hit there.
Okay.
Just check if that's not going to bust any concentration or anything that you got going on.
See invisibility. Let me see.
Meanwhile,
I don't think it's concentration.
Okay. While you check and look that up, that's all cool.
No, it's not.
So Petrus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of these creatures dive into your circle, and you see them dive in regardless, and you can roll another of your 4d8s.
21.
21, right. 2 of them dive into Riddle, and 2 of them swoop down on you. Or one swoops down, one charges along. Where is it? Okay, 21, crikey. All right, so for the 2 on Riddle, they need to save. Both fail. And the 2 on you, Petrus, both fail.
Excellent.
And actually, there's 3 on Riddle, but they all fail. So, wow, 21.
1.
Right. So there, you just did 105 damage. They'll return fire in one moment. It's pretty slow combat, this one. Okay. And Sir Petrus, 2 on you, or 1 attacking you. What's your class?
It's not that high. It's 23.
Oh, I'm rolling twice. It's a 12 and a 13.
Oh, okay. Yes, 23 is my armor class.
23. Okay, so they need that. All right. One of them attacks you twice, missing. You get hit once. doing 6 damage, 6 measly damage, but causing a concentration check, I guess.
Yep.
For the Spirit Guardians, perhaps. Riddle, what's your armor class?
My armor class is currently 17.
17. Okay, one comes in and misses you. Misses you again. Another one comes in, natural 20. Misses you a second time. Comes at you again. A third one comes in and misses you. Okay, so you only cop the one hit, but it's a critical.
Oof.
Doing a 12 damage.
And I would like to, for my reaction, use Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, okay. Something you can see, I think.
I was looking at the spell. You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
Okay, all right. So I'll allow it. No problem. You're pointing the creature at, where you think it is. Okay. And what does it have to do?
Dexterity saving throw, or it takes failed takes full damage, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, how much damage you do?
It's 5th level, so it's the only way to do it when you're a warlock.
Yes. 33 damage.
33 damage.
It is extremely agile, this creature of mist. Rolling a 20 and dodges out of the way, but still cops enough flame for the audacity of hitting you. Okay. And that's your Hellish Rebuke gone off. And I think that's all of them. How did you go, Sir Petrus? Is the angel still swinging around you?
They are, yes.
They are? Great. Okay, so you're still concentrating. Cool.
Correct.
In that case...
I just wanted to mention, just for future events, you still get the +4 from Xerotl for concentration checks.
Thank you.
Okay. Riddle, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I am going to use my bonus action to pop off Tasha's otherworldly guise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, guys, you see Riddle grow wings, grow a halo, and start to emanate this radiant nimbus.
And pops my armor class up to 19 and gives me 2 weapon attacks, so I'm assuming I've still got spare out.
You do.
So I'm going to smack at this thing that I'm assuming is right in front of me.
You're fully armed. Yep. Roll to hit.
Twice if I can.
Yeah.
So... Is it still with disadvantage?
It is. You still can't see it.
Okay.
Okay, you hit it.
Just
17's fine.
17 at disadvantage. And... Damage... so 5 plus 6 fire. If I read that correctly.
Okay. Alright, you hit it and light him up. And flames cleave through the space where it was, and you can have another attack. Because of...
Absolutely.
You should flip your token.
Oh, yeah.
We've got
Forget that.
And roll your other attack.
No.
Yeah, you just killed yourself.
Wouldn't be the first time. Not letting me flip it tonight.
That's okay, I can do it.
Thank you. And sorry, second attack. With disadvantage. 16.
16 hits.
What's that? I think 8. 3 plus 9? Or 3 plus 4?
What?
Sorry, no, that doesn't seem right. Then last time it... Sorry, I'm having trouble differentiating between the two-handed and the flame damage here. Oh, hang on, no. It's so last time was 5 plus 7,
Okay.
and this time is 3 plus 4.
Okay.
Mistake. Yeah, that's more.
All right. And is that your turn done?
Yes.
Okay. To keep us all sane, you generally know where these things are now that they're engaging you. I'll invisible them if it really matters. But it'll speed up combat if I can have them all on the same plane of existence. And it's not really giving too much away. You can see they're called crouching things. And that's riddle done, Sir Petrus. There you are.
Fantastic. Well, the first thing that I'll do is, I think, summon a spiritual weapon.
All right.
At level 4, I think. 1 second. Yes, level 4.
Okay. Level 4 spiritual weapon comes up.
Just popping it into the chat so everyone can see. I might like to put it here.
Okay, it floats on down. You can have an attack with that at the same time.
Right.
Which one are you going to attack?
Let's see. Let's go with that one.
Okay, and these you can now see these ones because you've got your true sight up. I believe. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So it's just a straight roll.
Yep. Roll to hit. Take a couple of seconds to come through from D&D Beyond.
Yes. Okay, I'm seeing it. It's 17 and it hits.
Great. I'll just work out the damage. I thought it would have rolled, but it didn't.
You might be able to just click on the pink text and it rolls it for you. In the chat itself.
Yeah. Oh well, 8 points of damage to this fellow.
Okay.
And I will apply my Mace of Disruption to this one.
Okay. And just have a look, just to double check that, because it might be rolling minimum, the level 3 or level 2 spell.
Oh yeah, I'll check that. Hang on.
You upcast it, so you might be.
I did, yeah.
Roll 20s playing tricks.
So at level 4, a spiritual weapon should be doing 2d8 plus 5. You're quite correct.
Okay.
I'll roll another d8.
Okay.
So add to that 8, another 7, which is great. 15 points.
15 damage. Rah! And what action?
And then the one immediately to my south.
Yep.
I will strike with my mace.
Okay. Smash it.
Ooh. That's probably not going to hit.
What class?
9.
Okay, no, 9's a miss.
Yep. All right. And that's me done.
Okay. So Lotto.
Okay. I don't know if there's undead. Let us see. And I guess I'll use my Channel Divinity.
Okay.
No, not that one. It's not Channel Divinity, it's the other thing. Divine Sense.
Divine Sense. Now, you cast your eyes around at all the creatures you can see. None of them radiate as undead or fiends.
So it's undead. Where is it?
Fiends or celestials?
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend.
Aberration.
I was going to say if it's undead.
Did you say divine sense or?
Yeah. No, cancel that. Not divine sense. I'll cast the spell. The one that tells if it's undead. Detect good or evil.
Okay. All right. So none of them are none of them are undead. Yeah, I thought you said divine sense.
Yeah, I meant it, but I keep forgetting it doesn't detect undead on this.
No, it does. It doesn't detect aberrations or elementals.
No, it's opposite for Oath of the Watchers. It detects elemental and aberrations, but not undead for some reason.
Oh, I see. Oh, right, like outer plane of
Yeah.
things. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you cast this, looking all around you, and you think that they are creatures of air. They're elementals.
Elementals, okay.
Yeah.
So Cyril will say.
So Petrus, what do you radiate as?
That's a very good question. I have no idea.
If I was to hazard a guess, I would say undead.
No, I'm not actually undead.
Okay.
I'm just not living or dead.
Okay. All right. In that case, we'll leave it at that, and Sir Lottles doesn't go berserk at you.
Yeah.
Okay, Sir Lottle, you cast the spell. You see that these things are elementals.
Not dead. Just. I don't know how to put it. Creatures of air from other planes. And as a bonus action. No, I can't. Never mind. That's it.
Okay. All right. Duenti.
So wait, they're full of hot air? And I'm just gonna cast Armor of Agathis with my only 7th level spell slot.
Oh, okay.
Whoa,
I'm
that's a
gonna-
lot.
So that's going
And I'm going
to
to
give you lots of temporary hit points, yeah?
yeah. Yep. And I'm
Right.
gonna book it out here as far as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have to maneuver through this. I don't think I can make the jump.
Yeah, where are you going to... Are you going to head down the... up the stairs? Okay, so you can go one.
Yeah. Think I can make that?
Yep, you can go up to there.
Okay.
1, 2,
I'm gonna-
3. That's 15 foot.
Mm.
So long as you're not sent unconscious by the opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna add my temporary hit points.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll some opportunity attacks. First one misses you. Second one misses you. Third one misses you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and you're out of there.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna hide in my shell.
Okay. All right, you've only moved 15 feet. You've still got 3 squares if you wanted to. All right. Let's see. These creatures are all starting their go in your thing. So Petrus, can you roll your damage?
With pleasure.
Yeah, I bet.
23.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to do these in batches. Riddle, you've got 3. You've got custody. Okay, one of them takes the...
Oh wait, never mind.
11.
My AC is 19 at the moment as well.
Even though it's their turn for some reason, they're all taking... I'm deducting their health.
You can if you want.
23 damage. It's because they've surrounded in these unholy, ungodly, horrible things.
Very holy. Very godly.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. There's 2 more. There was 3 that were vacated by the fast dashing Duenti. All of them fail. Wow. 23. Can you see health bars or not?
You can.
Yes.
Yep, mostly.
Okay. It doesn't have to be a secret, but okay. So there's those 3. Petrus, you've got 2 on you. One success. And 1 fail. And Sir Lottle's got 3 on him. Oh, 1 pass. Oops. Last one. Okay, and then I've got some attacks to do. All right, I'll get some uplifting music. The tide is turning. Okay, let's see. The ones that were on Duenti seem to notice now the source of their pain, and they come flying in towards Sir Petrus. And Sir Petrus, you can see these creatures, can't you? So they're not going to get advantage on you.
No.
And your armor class is 17?
23.
23! Oh my god. Okay. All right. So let's have a look. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on you. So here's the first lot of 5. 23. None of them hit. And they all attack twice. So the second lot of 5. One of them hits, and it's a crit. And it does 15 damage, causing a concentration check for you.
Yes.
Remember the +4.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, and then Sir Lottle, you've got 4 on you, if I'm right. Yes. All of them miss, I believe. You're on class 24.
Yeah, almost.
Or you're on class 24.
24.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got 1 hit on you, doing 11
One
damage. And lastly, Riddle, you cannot see yours, so you get hit once. And what did you say your arm class was again?
19.
Yeah, so you get hit once, and hit twice and crit once. So one comes in and does 9 damage, another one comes in and does 10. You'd need to do con checks for each of these individually. They're not a simultaneous effect.
Yep.
Petrus is just lucky he only got hit once. And the critical hit does 21, does 18 damage. Must be getting a bit dinged up there.
I get advantage with my concentration.
Concentration. Nice one. Warcaster.
Yes.
And Riddle, it's your turn for it to reprise.
Sorry, so that was 3 concentration checks. First one was a 20, second one 19, and the critical was a 16.
Ooh, doesn't sound good.
I think that's 16. Is it going to beat or having a mind blank on?
And you took 18 damage.
Yep.
So it would fail.
So the damage is half of the damage is the
half,
DC, or
half,
10 if it's higher.
half the damage. You're cool.
Okay, I'm cool.
None of these are doing really major damage regardless, even when they max out.
Well, I am highly offended by this. I am going to smack out with spare 2 more times.
Okay.
Probably to this one that keeps criticaling me.
Okay.
So we've got still disadvantage for me to hit.
Yes.
12 for the first attack.
Misses.
To hit, and I'll take that. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
So that second one does 12 damage. 3 slashing and 9 for the extra fire.
Great. All right, it's really badly injured, but not quite gone yet. Sir Petrus.
The Petrus will first apply his...
Sword?
No. The spiritual weapon.
That's what I meant. Spiritual sword. Yeah, the glowing sword down the bottom.
Oh, yeah. If that hit. 19 will hit.
19 will hit.
And it's for 2d8 plus 5.
Nice.
Which didn't roll 2, only rolled 1.
I've taken the 10 off anyway, and I'll take a bit more.
Oh, and a whole nother one.
Oh, okay, but that was just your bonus action. What else? What is the main event?
It is. My main event is actually to cast a spell called Banishment.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it at maximum level 8.
Okay.
Which means 5 of those horrible beasts from the plane of air must make a DC 18 saving throw.
Okay.
or be banished, returned to the elemental plane of air.
Okay, so charisma, and they need an 18.
They do.
These are the 5 around you.
Ah, jeez. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Blink. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 2 are still there, and 3 just blink out.
Right, I got more where they came from.
At 8th level. Wow, pulling out the big guns. And that must be your turn.
It is. I'm done.
Sir Lottle.
Okay. I guess I would take a swing at one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's say
You want in
This
the middle? Okay. All right, I'm class 21. Hits. Damage.
okay.
And then it'll be you, Jointy, from up in the shooting gallery up the top.
So that's 10. No swing again.
Okay. We could do with a certain orc in this battle. 20 hits.
I guess 20 hits. Yeah. And I'm gonna burn one of the spell slots to do a smite.
Okay.
Level 2.
Okay. That'll do
It's
3d8.
So that's only a 14.
Okay. It's not down, but you can probably see very badly injured. Well, you can see it. You can actually see it. It's howling. Duenti.
So apparently, shell defense is an action, so I didn't do that last turn.
Okay.
But
I thought you weren't doing anything. I thought that was just flavour.
I forgot it was an action.
Okay, fair enough.
But
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on 3 with Riddle.
Okay.
1 for each.
Okay. Now you can't see them. Remember?
Oh, I can't see them. Oh,
No,
right.
You can see where they are roughly because Riddle's fight. Riddle's in combat with one, so you can tell that she's been hitting one. So this guy down here, you can sort of pretty much where they are.
Yep.
But you can still fling with disadvantage at these squares.
I'm gonna fling disadvantage.
Okay. First one.
So
18. Oh, it has to be disadvantage though. 27. All right, you hit him.
okay.
How much damage? We need a big one. Ooh.
9 plus 4 because of my spiritual focus. 13.
All
That
right. Yeah, 13 damage. It doesn't destroy it, but now roll disadvantage against the second one.
Yep.
Bop, 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 bop.
21. Ooh, and 14.
Oh, the 14 hits as well.
Oh, okay. That's That's 10.
Okay. And lastly,
That-
disadvantage against the one over near the sword, between the sword and Riddle.
And
19 and a 29, both of them
Nice.
hit, so you're good. Roll your damage.
that's 8 plus 6.
Oh, nice one. Okay, 14. All right, so you splay them out, and 3 bolts go spreading out as they go, and everyone hits these invisible creatures. They are going to go and have to bloody save again. Okay, Riddle, I'm doing 3 on you. And Sir Petrus, if you roll your damage again for me.
There we are, 18.
Okay, we've got 1 save, so this fella down here is going to take 9. But we've got an 18 there. And an 18 there, which kills it. Now, Sir Lottle, you've got 2 on you. They're going to have to save. Oh no, not Solotl. 2 is on Petrus. Both of them fail. And the last one. And lastly, Solotl's got 3 on him. One of them passes. And the last 2. Okay. And they start their turn. And they back away from you. They look like the tide has turned enough that they just want to get out of there. And 1 or 2 of them starts to go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, our reaction cast Toll of the Dead on that guy.
He's doing disengage.
Okay.
Remembering that it's difficult terrain within.
Yeah, so it'll cost them 10, 20 to get to there. And then they go another 30. Or so. It might start to get difficult to see them. They're probably at the limits of your light by the end of that. That's their turn, Riddle. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming that I have no idea that they've just moved on.
You can hear the screaming vanishing. They're not worrying about trying to go silent or anything and move away from you secretly. They're fleeing more like escaping this horrid radiant damage that just keeps pouring. They don't want to be torn apart by angels.
I'll hold my action except to you're like, yeah, you better run, you scaredy cats.
Okay. So Petrus.
Duenti, you are injured.
Harry.
Come closer and I'll heal you. And I'll ready a healing spell of some sort.
Okay. It might not get to you in a full round. Do you want to move some of your movement to get halfway up the stairs or so?
Oh, of course. I forgot he was on that elevation.
He's right up here.
Yep. So I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can get to here.
Okay.
Oops. Yep.
All right.
So yes, I'll make my way up towards Duenti and prepare a cure wounds. I'm just checking what level I might cast it at.
Okay.
How wounded are you, Duenti?
He by the look of him, you can see. Can you see his health bar?
It's tiny.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. I'll zoom in.
Half it.
Yeah, I can. So less than half, but I don't know what you started at.
No. He could probably take as many health as you could give him in one spell.
Right. Which could be... Let's see here.
But while you do that, I'll assume you're going to cast a spell. Oh, you're casting a spell when Duenti gets to you. If it's a touch
Correct.
one. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't really matter for now. No, you've got to ready it though. So that's okay. You can...
in fact, I'm going to blow a higher level spell anyway. So I may as well actually cast a heal.
Okay. Has that got a range?
60.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, do your healing. Post there you go. 89 back, Duenti. I don't think that's even going to max you out, is it? Or very close. I think he's about 120. So Lotto, what do you want to do?
Zerotto will move up so he can see better. Somewhere up here, if I can. So I should have all 4 of them in my sash, and he'll say, Cleansing is not complete. Approach! And he'll cast command on all 4 of them at 4th level. To approach. All 4 of them at 4th level.
Oh, the 4 Air
Yeah,
creatures.
the one that I can see.
Okay.
Does it appear?
Command.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, DC 17 Wisdom.
okay, and it's going to be approach.
Yep. So they have to spend their all movements to get as close to me as possible in the most direct way.
And they do a save now at the point of doing that. There's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's 17. So one of them, when it's with their turn, will approach. Ah. Okay. So Lotto does that. Duenti.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to Sir Petrus. And just there you go. Yeah.
You've received 89 points of healing.
Right.
All right. Add that.
That looks better.
I think that's over. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's over by a bit.
Good.
All right, there we go.
Only by 7. It's actually pretty spot on, pretty good use of a heal. Okay, so Duenti's all tip top, and you've moved down, received your healing. Any action you want to do, Duenti? You see 3 of these fleeing things spin around and go, oh.
Sort of fleeing.
No, they're spinning around. Looks like they're coming back.
Ah.
I mean, he could hear Xerotl commanding them.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you could probably do it from here if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Let it off. I think I can. Let me get the ruler. Do not know. Yeah. Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Do this 3. Yeah, Eldritch Blast on the 3 closest.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me roll. I assume still at disadvantage because I don't know where they are.
You've got a problem. You can't see them. And given that they've raced off, you don't actually know exactly what square they're in.
Yeah.
So you might be better off to ready the Eldritch Blast in case you figure out where they are at some point in the round.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
When they get like hurt or something, do they make a sound?
Oh, sometimes. Does Solotl? If Solotl does, they do.
Okay.
Yeah. You had been detecting them wailing and making some noises. They weren't really trying to be silent in the battle.
Yeah, so I mean, when they enter the Spirit Guardians, I guess that's when you can release them.
So I think that's Duenti done. So they come in. So Sir Petrus and Sir Lottle, you see them come to the edge of the sphere and stop there.
They have to use all their movement, even bonus action or action dash or anything.
I'm giving you a bit of a benefit of the doubt here because you gave them a command that is directly harmful to them, but I'll say approaching is still reasonable if they approach as far as they wouldn't take damage.
Oh, okay.
I think I could probably... it's not my turn yet, though, is it?
No.
No, okay. I'll wait.
They stop at the edge, and the other one just... they go sort of either straight up or straight down or racing inside something or whatnot and vanish. But there's still 3 there, and they're sort of... They approach. Riddle, what do you want to do?
I'm assuming I heard them get close.
Yes.
So I'd like to go in the general direction of the closest one, which I'd imagine would probably be this one down here.
Yep, you can get the gist of where it is.
And I'll lash out with spare.
Okay.
Advantage again.
Yes.
19 or a 20.
Oh, happy
to
days.
hit.
All right. You don't. You can just take disadvantage all the time.
So damage for that one. is 5 and 8, so 13.
Okay. You hit it, crack, and it.
It sounds like it's still alive. I
Yeah,
will
it
hit
is.
again.
Hit it again.
Disadvantage. Oh, 9.
Okay, that's a miss. Sir Petrus.
I will move my spiritual weapon
Okay.
to strike at this one.
Okay, it's right there, so poised. Ready to go, roll to hit.
Perfect. Hit, and let's see.
Okay,
I'll need
23.
an extra D8. So that's 16 points of damage.
All right, 16 of force. Boom. All right, takes the full amount and cries out. Any action you want to do?
I think I can reach it, so I will walk forward to here
Okay.
and strike at it with the Mace of Disruption.
Okay, roll to hit. You hit it.
Okay, and the damage won't be amazing. Oh, that looks a lot higher than I had anticipated.
Maces, these things do 2d6 additional, I think. Oh, no. Only to undead, I believe.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
it's 8 points.
Yeah, okay.
No, wait, what's the Divine Strike? Hang on, something weird's going on.
You get an extra d8 just for being a cleric. All your damage rolls are boosted with divinity.
That's right, yes.
So it's 17.
Yeah.
That's even without the 12. Otherwise, okay, cool. Otherwise, it would have been a 29 hit point mace.
I see, yes.
Okay, that would have been versus undead. Okay, so you've done that, and Solotl.
Yeah, so we'll run down up here to the first guy.
Okay.
Now he's annoyed that they try to escape from him, so he'll snap with his jaws, trying to bite.
Okay.
Ooh, a crit.
Nice one.
Yeah, so that's that. I don't know if it's already double.
Is your bite magical?
Magical? No. But the radiant damage from the paladin stuff, the divine smite should be double.
Yes, yes, it is. The radiant's doubled, just not the it's just we'll treat it as a 9 piercing damage.
Okay, and so I guess I can still spend the spell slots to smite to get that double too.
Yep.
So another second level.
Okay, and boosting it with the divine smite is enough to kill it.
Yeah, so I imagine. And then for my actual action, because that was a bonus action, I'll run up to the next one and take 2 swings.
Okay. Roll to hit. 13's a miss, but the 14's a hit.
Okay.
How much is that?
So if the slashing is halved, that's 3 plus 2, so 5.
5. All right, still there.
And I don't remember. I can smite only once per turn.
No, you can smite. You can smite as many times as you've got spells to burn.
Okay. Then 4th level. Why not?
Okay.
$27.
Okay, you destroy it with that second attack.
Begone, filth.
All right, and that will be your turn, Juenti. Still up
Just
on
gonna,
the platform.
yeah. So, noticing the whole thing with Sir Petrus and Riddle, I'm just gonna overcharge all 3 of my blasts onto whatever that thing is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still at disadvantage, but just send all 3 and see what you can do.
It's on disadvantage now, I think. Oh wait, no, what? It should have been. I thought I fixed it already.
There's a way you can do that in D&D Beyond. I think it's Shift or Control when you do it.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so you hit.
Yeah. So I'll consider that. Can we consider that the first one?
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second one hits as well. And the third one hits.
I mean, neither of those were with disadvantage.
Sorry?
Neither of those were with disadvantage.
Well, the second, the 2 rolls are the disadvantage. So your second attack hits. Just roll twice more for your third strike.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. Ooh, a crit. Ooh.
Did I roll 3?
Oh no, a 13.
Because there's
I think
advantage.
Yeah, I think I rolled 3.
Did you?
Yeah. It's 27 and 31 was the first one. I accidentally misclicked.
Oh, great. Okay, so the 13 is not going to count. All right, great. In that case, you hit with the third one as well.
All right, so let's roll all 3.
Got trigger happy.
Yep.
So, what are we doing? 14 damage. Is that with the first one?
Yep. First one is 9 plus 3. Yeah. 12, 13, 14, 4. Yeah, 12, 14, 13. All 3.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, you needed all 3, but all 3 were enough to destroy it as well. And with that, we drop out of combat. And within a minute or so, our spells that last a minute are gone.
Yes.
Let me check how long Agatha's lasts.
I guess this is like 8 hours.
It's an hour, so
Okay.
Hour.
for now.
Oh, yeah, armor's still going, yep. I was just thinking
Yeah.
more the concentration stuff, the spiritual weapon and...
Yeah. Speaking of ongoing stuff, seeing invisibility is like an hour, and it also allows Xeroto to see into ethereal plane. So
Okay.
if there's anything in the area.
Okay. Put a token on yourself so that we know you've got the
Okay.
scene.
Okay.
I'll do likewise for the true sight.
Okay. How long does a true sight last?
1 hour.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wouldn't have expected that. Very good. Nice. It is an 8th level spell, I think. Or something crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Riddle? Are you transforming back into Riddle, the Magnificent? Your transformation. I think that's... Well, I've got no idea now.
I think that's up to 10 minutes.
Proved wrong. Okay. All right. So you come in, reconvene, bind your wounds. All is quiet once again. Soft drizzle from above. And you find yourself at this bridge.
Okay. I'll use Lion Hands on Riddle. I don't know. How much are you hurting?
I'm about half of my usual health. So that's about 50. About 50? 50, 60?
So
Wow.
I'll give you 50 then.
Thank you.
I'll use the remaining 30 on myself. Okay, so on DBN I have to click 80 times to remove it. What the fuck?
Okay, where to from here?
My
Some of them run
reserves
away
are
that way.
depleted. I have low-level magic to help us. But I'm happy to proceed further.
I wouldn't mind a nap, but naps are always good.
A nap. We barely entered the place.
You've been here 10 minutes.
No such thing as too many naps.
Felines. If you need rest, oust and God.
So are we taking a short rest?
I'd appreciate it. I'm 2 of my 3 warlock slots have been burnt, so.
Okay. What the other guys? What do you think? I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it too, but also like, I kind of want to. I burned those 7th level spells on Armor of Agathis, and that's really my fault.
Oh yeah, and we have the see invisibility and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We should take
So
advantage. So let's push the hour and then rest.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay. So which direction are you going?
I think Sirota would suggest going after the ones that escaped, so that somewhere that way. But I don't know.
I spread them out long ways, but they were really going up diagonally.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps this bridge leads to somewhere important.
That is where they came from. I think.
Yes.
I don't.
Also, I meant to ask, Sir Petrus, you are of this place, correct?
I have been here a time.
Do you know the story of this building, location?
I struggle with my memory, but let me cast my mind back. I actually have a feature which is knowledge from a past life.
Okay.
If I could add a d6 to, if there is a skill check that is appropriate,
You can roll.
I'll add a d6 to it.
Roll an investigation from your prior investigations while here, and add your
Not history.
history's. Well, no, you haven't been here a long time, so it's more your sleuthing rather than your knowledge of past times.
That's a pity. So that would be a total of 14.
Okay. Okay, so you don't know for sure, but you get an idea that this this city was a theocracy, so very much baked into their culture is the worship of their gods. And so that's probably why you would think that there might be ornate statuary to their old gods, the dead gods, even in a prison.
Do I know the names of these dead gods?
Let me see. You do. You've got a. You might have a couple of them, but I'll have to dig them out. But it won't be relevant for right now.
Okay.
But you can't discern which of the gods these are. Just they're so badly corroded. You can tell it's a woman, but that's about it.
Okay.
And
do I know what broke the prison?
No.
Okay.
Oh, well, the thing that caused a great calamity, you know, as far as what the locals would tell you through your prior investigations, is the fall of the gods. So when the great calamity hit, when before Elysium was a paradise.
Okay. So when earlier I cast detect good and evil, did I get anything from the statue itself?
No. No.
Yeah, I think it also detects whether something is hallowed or not cursed.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
filed.
Yeah, a hallowed and unhallowed ground. No, neither of them are projecting here.
Okay.
Well, it's a strange place, nonetheless.
So where to? Up the stairs?
Across the bridge.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in here.
Okay. Anyone wants to lead us, like with their high wisdom?
I'll, I mean, I don't have high wisdom. I have, however, it's more.
I mean, like perception wise.
Yeah.
Riddle and Petrus. I can see it on the screen even. Riddle and Petrus are the ones with the high passive perceptions, but survivals is probably a tracking type thing. Depends on how you want to move around.
Okay.
Riddle would be like, "I'll lead the way," and start walking on the way out.
Okay.
Wait. Very
I'm
well.
gonna.
Wait.
I'm also
So
gonna.
Scrotal will approach you,
Hang on.
put a hand on your shoulder. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
So he'll put a hand on the Riddle's shoulder, look
Yeah.
her in the eye, and say,
Remember, trust your instincts. They are the gifts from beyond to guide us.
and I'll cast guidance on you.
Okay. Duenti.
I assist on the roll.
Yeah, so if you want to go side by side with Riddle, or maybe one step behind, if Riddle's going to be sort of snooping about, you can provide assistance as well, giving advantage.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong with this?
And across the bridge we go. All right. This bridge arches higher and higher till it gets maybe 50 feet off the ground. You can't really see the ground anymore. But you're high enough that you're well above the fog and mist, and well above you is just blackness. Not even stars, oddly. You do get a drizzle of rain.
Do we see the lights of the city around us?
You do, but they're not like pinpricks. They're more muted. So there's a bit of a glow, like a haze on the horizon from a city nearby. So you're seeing that. And
Are those holes in the walkway?
Are there what? Sorry.
Are those holes in the bridge?
Yes, there's a few gaps in it here and there where it's crumbling. You can see a shadow below from your light source. You've now faced Riddle with about a 10-foot gap, little bit less. Something that I think you're fairly confident you could just hop across.
Yeah, I'll just jump across.
Okay. You make it, and one by one, it's a bit. It's narrow enough that you can make it to solid footing, and then you sort of wend your way through some other holes. And I've got this in Explorer mode, so you should actually see areas that you've been now on your map showing up a little bit.
Yep.
And you starts to go down, 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 and eventually that ends up at a landing near where you are, similar to the other side. But from here, there's also a 20-foot wide staircase with no rail, slick with algae, and it ascends in a curve.
Curving which direction?
Upwards back to the west.
Upwards back to the west?
Yeah.
You mean this here? Like north of us?
Oh, to the north of us. Sorry, I was looking at the staircase to our east. I was getting confused.
Oh yeah, no, there's one to the north of you as well.
It starts right here. A question: is there any like a podium or I know something that where the fallen statue would have stood upon?
Yes, yeah. So at the base here, you can see that there's some broken bare stone that would have been a platform where the statue that fell would have been.
Okay. I don't know if it's a feature of the map or it's meaningful in any way, but Xeroto will probably point out that the statue seems to be under the bridge. As if at least the bridge was repaired after it fell.
Mm.
Isn't it odd? No, just me. Well done.
Okay.
Hey, what's odd? I was gonna say.
People are shrugging. Oh, I guess.
I've seen a wall that I can't get to the top of, so odds relative.
Fair.
Okay, and what I'm also reflecting here is this palpable gloom seems to be also encroaching on you as you go higher, as the fog proceeds. If that's making any sense. Riddle, you're still at the front. You and Duenti heading down the steps or exploring around this platform or up the stairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look around the platform, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down.
Can you do an investigation for me for the platform itself? Actually, do a survival. That's probably more appropriate for this.
And I had guidance, was it?
Yeah.
Also disadvantage from me. Not disadvantage, advantage.
Yeah.
I make things worse.
So survival?
Yes, please.
Was that, sorry, with advantage or
Yes.
normal roll?
Survival with advantage and plus D4.
Ooh,
If you want.
14. I might take that guidance.
Okay. All right.
16. Whee!
All right. You don't find any tracks, but what that proves to you is that creatures that could make tracks haven't been here. There's a thin layer of slime or algae of some sort that caused by constant rain and disuse. And you would think, and you can, looking behind you, you can see the tracks that you were all making, and you can't see any around on this platform. On the stairs going up or on the immediate stairs going down, both ways.
I'll relay this to the rest of the party. And are we going up or down?
Up.
So I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
Let's
You-
split the
Any
party.
direction works.
That's a cool idea. There's 2 each. Okay, so you start heading. I'm just doing it, moving you 2 at a time here, but it's not.
And whenever applicable, I guess Xeroto will recast the guidance on Riddle.
Okay.
I would say I would like to keep an eye out for any more of those monsters that I couldn't see.
Wendy's just scribbling notes as about the invisible things that we didn't see.
Okay.
Just quick. Riddle sees doing two scribbling pictures and being like, "Oh no, they were bigger and they had horns." And
I meant notes, not pictures. But yeah.
Oh.
But I'll add that to like the possible appearance and just.
she's just sitting there making stuff up.
Riddle feels a bit strange, but the smell, you can no longer smell that blood and bone from where all the crouching things were. In fact, the air as you move ahead is quite sweet.
Sniff around. Do the rest of you smell that?
Do we?
You do. Riddle, it reminds you, and Joenti, it reminds you of roses.
Hmm.
Sir Petrus is startled, not realizing that he hasn't taken a breath for quite some time.
Yeah.
He inhales and smells the roses.
So Rosa will ask,
What is this stench?
Roses. Watch out for thorns. So
Often flowers are used to mask the smell of death, Zolotl.
Ah, yes, vegetation. Understood.
Shall we proceed?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Okay. You head up through. It looks like there's a platform above, and the staircase goes up through it, just like a staircase in any internal building. But the building above has pretty much completely dropped away. I'm just going to bring us to a new map. Yeah. I think, if I can find it. There we go. And yes, you can smell roses, and you can even see a tangle of vines hanging down from above. They sort of partially drape over the stairs and over the two side walls of the area that you're trying to move through, Riddle. There's a smattering of rain from above. You can hear the sounds of thunder in the distance.
I pull up my oil skin. I
Shield.
hate the rain.
Okay.
Shield over my head.
The air is filled with with shadowy thorns. There's, while you can see them as green, bear in mind that it's like night here, barely visible in the half light, and you can hear this like a bitter secret, a whisper, passing insubstantially between these plants.
Are we on top of a tower?
Yes.
Is this...
Yes.
I see. So this sort of rectangular shape is like the top of a tower or something?
The rectangular shape, let's have a look. Let's see what you can see. Yeah, the rectangular shape is the top of a what used to be the floor of a floor of a building high above, maybe 60 feet up in the air. And most of it has dropped away completely, so to your south and the east, but there's still some walls intact to the north and west. You can't really see through it, so what you can see there is like a corner of a building, what remains of it. Really odd, because it's only being held up by the staircase itself. The staircase is the curved pillar sustaining what's left of this building. Probably why it didn't collapse, because it had a stone staircase underneath it.
Without stepping on any of the plants or getting too close, can I try and do a nature check, see if I recognise any of these? I know it's a long shot.
Yep, sure.
But I am trained in nature, so...
Yep, they do, as you investigate them, they do look ghostly, but maybe a ghostly form of something you recognise. So I'll let you roll a nature. Or a nature's appropriate.
you get guidance too.
Nature's appropriate.
I'll grab that guidance if I can. Woohoo! 15.
Okay. Okay, so you think that they are a form of thorny rose, and but ghostly.
Can I touch them?
Uh,
Like, are they tangible?
Yeah, they don't look tangible. They look ghostly, but you could try. They're spaced
Um,
enough apart that if you really took care, you might be able to avoid, getting pricked.
If it's been
Um,
under 10 minutes since our fight, I would still have Detect Evil and Good up.
Okay.
It's concentration.
Yeah, it would have been more than 10 minutes. Your hour spells are still going, but not your 10-minute ones.
Got it.
I'm gonna cut off part of the flora
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
to
see.
check what's tangible.
Yep. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so you move up to them. Can you do a... They seem to start to slowly press in towards you, as if they're trying to cling onto you, but they're very, they're not very mobile. If you were to stay there for a few moments, they probably would touch you.
I'm gonna grip it and chop it off.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
You grip it, and then it does it. So just the section that you grab sort of flexes, or flicks, or spasms, and you feel like someone has slighted you. You've been insulted as a child at school, left out, picked last, dropped from the team. And can you do a DC 15 saving throw?
What's the save?
15 you're needing.
What is that?
Constitution.
Oh. It's alright. 6.
Get a +4 on Xerotl, if it helps.
Okay. So what happens is where it touches you, I presume on your forearm or something like that on your hand where you were sort of reaching out to cut some off, this ugly welt of a scar rises, like the memory of a past trauma made physical. And can you roll another Constitution saving throw as it seeps in? That was that was more about a spiritual thing.
Okay. Another Constitution. Same roll.
Oh. Okay. Suddenly you feel pain all through you, and you realise that the thorns are poisonous indeed, and you take 43 poison damage.
That bites down on my temp. That's 43.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll do that first and roll 20.
You've still got your armour of Agathis going on, and that was just a flash, like a Jack Russell lashing out at you when you step on its toe. But otherwise, you can hear them whispering either a warning or an insult or something. And you can see a glow coming from somewhere below the plant.
Still try and cut it off.
Yeah, okay. And you've still managed to do that, and you slice it through, and at the end of it, you're left with this. It becomes tangible, and there's this sort of thick rose thorn with rose branch with thorns.
Hmm.
Riddle, for your benefit, Duenti tried to pick some of this and got stung by a thorn, took 43 damage.
Oh,
I'm still up. It only took a bite out of my 10 HP.
Yeah, because of his armor of Agathis, it hit that instead.
Does it trigger the armor? Does it the armor strike back?
I put the branch into a component patch and just go.
Actually, can I have a look?
And I would take out my herbalism kit
Okay.
to try to assess what that is, if
Okay.
you allow me.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
roll a herbalism check.
I give it.
If Riddle will pass it over for a moment.
I will pass over the branch.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's I don't know, that
And
would be
also I'm
survival or nature, I guess.
Nature or medicine, your call.
Okay, I'll do medicine.
Okay.
So I'm proficient with herbalism kit. I don't know what that does.
It means you get your proficiency.
I mean, I already have proficiency from medicine.
Oh, I see.
So I
Okay.
know-
All right. Well, I'll give you advantage for the purposes of this. I don't have my
Okay.
Xanathars and I don't care to look. I'll give you advantage because you've got a herbalism kit that you're proficient in.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. You believe that this is not just that is similar although it's plant based to purple worm venom, but on the dead plant. But on the dead plant that's been cut off, it is non-toxic.
Okay.
Stay clear. Very poisonous.
Yes, I
Deadly.
felt that.
All right.
I just probably something silly. I don't want to actually touch the plant, but I just kind of want to wave spare near it and see if it reacts particularly to the heat of the flames. See if it's a little sentient or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So as a part of the role, would Xerotl know anything about the plan? Like, does it dislike light or?
No. You. This is something new to you and also to Riddle and Duenti.
Okay.
But it reminds you of a rose, but the venom reminds you of a purple worm. The nature of it.
Purple worm. Okay.
Oh, by the way, there was a glow underneath it.
Yeah, there's a glow coming from somewhere down in here. I will ping this area for you.
Did it respond at all to just the passing of the fire sword bar near it, like it was trying to avoid it, or just act plant-like?
It doesn't move. It doesn't move from you. Yes. Sorry. It moves away very slowly, similar to as it was moving away from you before. In fact, if you want to, do you want to touch it, or do you want to, with the sword? I mean,
Very quick
just a bit
touch.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does burn the thing away as if it was a dry rose, but even though it's ghostly.
And how far away is this glow? Promise?
Probably 20 feet away, 25 feet away in here.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand
Okay.
and just send it floating over and have a rummage round and see if it
Okay.
can find anything under there.
The mage hand sort of starts to pull and twist, but it can't apply enough force to pull the vines, so it's going to take more than 5 pounds. You can send the hand down through, and you can see it flixing and flashing and spiking, and of course does nothing to the mage hand.
Yeah.
But your mage hand doesn't come up with anything. There's not anything loose and portable and less than 5 pounds down there that you can see, at least. You still got to manipulate the hand.
Riddle, can you use this mage hand to carry a flaming torch and perhaps burn a path to where the glow originates.
Well, alternatively, I was thinking if we want to burn a path, I can just throw a couple of fire bolts.
Oh, yes.
As much as I want to find out what this thing is, I don't think we should antagonize it. As I think we can just
Yes,
move
perhaps
around
you
it.
are right. Our purpose is not to explore every nook and cranny. We are looking for the girl, aren't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
but this thing is not natural. Must be removed.
We can take care of it later.
Just so
For now,
curious.
Xeroto will take out a torch, light it up, and just put it in the middle of the bushes.
Okay, you come over to the edge, and you start to. It does burn away, and you can sort of burn away let's see if I, paint it. You burn away a 5-foot square, and you can see that it is slowly starting to grow back. What you burn away, but
Wow.
you can easily burn your 5-foot square, and even burn further in if you want to.
Yes, this would take a while.
You can do maybe in 1 minute. You could do 1 square, and it hasn't started growing back. But you can see. Remember, I said it was just a couple, an inch here and there.
Yeah. I mean, it is a rescue mission. We can come back later.
Maybe not a rescue mission. You're just investigating.
I mean, it took Xeroto, it's a rescue mission.
Mm.
So, is there anything like any pathway leading off the top of the tower?
There's not. Directly up, of course, into the rain and the dark sky above, but there's no exits other than straight off the edge and down into the gloom below. You can't see the bottom. It's probably just maybe more than 60 feet that you've come up.
So,
Can I throw? Sorry.
Go ahead.
To say, can I please throw a firebolt at the spot? We've seen this glow.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want to roll to hit? You're only just trying to hit the ground, but
Yeah.
okay. So
18.
Yep. How much damage is that going to do? Okay.
13 fire.
Right. It burns away a small patch of greenery, but enough for you to see a sword hilt poking out of the ground. And the glow is emanating from the sword hilt. The sword hilt is about 1.5 feet long.
Can I try to get my mage hand to pick it up? I doubt it will, but
You
we can try.
can, but it doesn't budge.
And does true seeing show Sir Petrus anything unusual about the sword, or indeed the vines all around?
The vines are showing up as a creature, a living thing, but nothing really more than that. So a plant. The sword. The area around the sword looks magical and consecrated, holy.
Oh.
Sir Lothal, it appears perhaps we do need to destroy this vine. There is a holy weapon buried in the stone.
so many sweet words.
Get on to burning everything on the path.
Okay. All right. So if I look at Sir Lottle here, you burn yourself a passage, move into the square, which is, let's see.
I want to help by using my fire bolts if I can.
Okay, you burn another one. Axolotl. Solotl, can you move again? You can move your figure. And then again, I'm doing 2 now because Riddle's charging up. You can move into there. And let's see. 1, 2. And this part here, oops, I'm going to have to I've accidentally drawn again. Grows back. Solotl, you are at the sword now, and you can see that it's clearly a very large sword. It's got 1.5 foot of handle, and it's got a cross piece buried further into the into the foliage. You might need to burn another square away to get to that.
Yep, I'll do just that and then try to yank it out.
Okay, you pick it up. Let's see. Sir Lotto.
It's the anticipation that gets me.
Okay, it doesn't move for you. It looks as if it has a bit of give. It's not held in place, but it's pulling back against you. Looks like there's some writing on it though too, which you can't read.
Cleanse it with the fire, Solotl.
Yeah, I'll keep trying.
Okay, so you
I
start to
can burn a little bit more around it and try again.
yeah, you start to burn more. And you can see that the more words are shown on the blade, and all along the blade there is a phrase in common. There's also a word across the crosspiece, the guard, in a different language. Looks like it's celestial. But along the blade is the rose fades, as all beauty must, until only thorns remain. This world will bleed. And I'll
I mean, anyway.
And I'll keep trying.
Okay, and try as you might, you can't lift up this weapon.
It doesn't budge.
Riddle, are you able to use your magic to burn a path that we might all approach?
I suppose I could just stand at the back and throw fire bolts to clear your way.
You can.
I'll just
with you constantly doing firebolt.
Yeah.
And Sir Lottle waving his torch around, you're generally keeping at bay. But it's definitely, fighting back. Not fighting, but growing back as well.
So,
I would like
here
to
in the
stride
stand.
forward to the sword.
Okay, you stride forward and you get to it.
I'll crouch down and attempt to lift it.
Okay, and it lifts.
Oh. So, Lottle, I think an enchantment prevented you from lifting it.
Clearly.
Yeah, he would just shrug.
I think we should retreat away from this mess of ghostly vines.
I was like, oh no, I'm out of fire bolts for the day. Throw the sword. No.
Okay, and you retreat back a little bit, and you see the plants are not looking aggressive or chasing after you or anything like that. They're just slowly reforming.
We will return.
Just saying to the plant.
Does this sword twig any memory in Sir Petrus's mind? Or perhaps riddle you know of some myths or stories regarding such a blade?
Look here, there's something written across the cross guard.
There's a word.
I cannot read it.
There's a word on either side written in Celestial.
I cannot read Celestial. I recognize the script, but that is all.
Can I do a religion check after hearing Celestial?
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
seeing if that triggers anything? 20.
Okay.
Nice.
It clearly is of Celestial make. You would expect that it, based on its form, similar to the statuary that you've seen around the place, it probably is Elysian in source, but would predate the fall. It's a great sword, two-handed sword. It has that morbid, the world is ending phrase in common along the blade, and that looks like that has been put there after. The roses fade as all beauty must, until only thorns remain. This world will bleed. But etched into the crossguard are two words in Celestial, which you'll still need to decipher what those words are. They're different. It's not the same word twice. And again, they are both in Celestial.
I can possibly cast a spell to figure out this writing, but I will definitely need to have a short rest afterwards. That's all my warlock spells.
You will also risk madness in doing so.
That's
Question. Would I know if Celestial is like connected to, like, from a script perspective, connected to any other languages?
It's heavenly, so if anything, it's connected to infernal. Oddly.
Well, I am
Actually, I
able to
only know
read
deep
Infernal.
speech. And also,
Yeah. So the infernal will help you to identify that it is Celestial,
Right.
but not what it says.
Okay.
Whatever it says, that can wait.
And I cannot cast any greater restorations until I have had a longer rest.
No worries, I got that covered.
He's got some scrolls, I think.
Ah.
Yep.
So where to here? Are you going to just take the sword and with you and head down?
Yes, who will carry the sword?
I don't. Can I carry the sword now that is out?
Yes,
It
you
is
can.
out.
You can pick it up, and it has a sheath. It was sheathed, and so you can easily. Yeah, well, not easily. It's a great sword, but they can be strapped across the back with some difficulty.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how strength-wise everyone is, but I think Zeroto can carry it. Like on the backpack.
Yeah. Okay. Poor Ashtar
Or we could leave it
actually
with Ashtar.
uses a two-handed sword, but it's a lotto. You can carry it easy enough, and you don't feel the same effect when you were trying to pick it up off the ground before.
So we're going back downstairs.
I think so.
Okay. So this will all be hazy in the trip down because it's actually to the other area, the broken prison. So I'll paste this back in here. And you come back down the stairs and you're at your landing again.
I presume we'll be heading down now?
I guess.
Yes.
And Just to double check, there's no new tracks other than our own on the landing, is there?
No, you're fairly confident there's no other tracks. And I'll just remove some of the block off type lighting that I put on there. Okay, so where to, Riddle?
That's the question. Are we continuing down?
Seems like the only way.
Aye.
Okay.
Oh.
You head down
I'll
the
give you
stairs?
another guidance.
Thank you.
Okay, just with guidance, some things that you do are continual, like doing survival, for example, just to look for tracks as you go along or look for investigation. So guidance, you're going to get exhausted. It's not something that you can just keep guidancing someone over and over and over and over and over.
Okay.
Unless it's immediately before Riddle's about to do something. So, like if you get to a door,
Yeah.
for example, you could say, "Okay, I'll do it before you investigate the door."
Yeah, but sometimes people jump the rope and they roll before I say something, so that's why. I
Yeah,
usually
fair enough.
put my mouse.
So, what we'll do is, if there's something unusual or some, that we can assume that for this section you're ready with your guidance.
Okay.
Sometimes also the nature of people, like if they smell something, and I say you can smell something odd, and they go, "Oh, I'll have a see if I can remember what it is." Like you don't know that
Yeah, I
they are
understand.
trying to remember something.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so you're heading off. Oh, sorry, I'm just scooching you south. Do you want to go north or south, Riddle?
We were gonna head down the stairs, I believe.
Oh, you're down the stairs. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, have I not moved you to the other map?
Nope. Sorry.
I should have. Oh, there you are. Yeah.
All the tokens are down here.
Oh yeah, here you are. This is so these stairs are still the same floor effectively. It's not another map. So where to from here?
I'd probably suggest south. Or do you want to have a look north, guys?
No,
That's
south
really
seems more
spicy.
promising. But what is to the west? Sorry, the east. What prevents us from moving east? Is that a
here,
wall?
The wall of the prison.
Okay.
In fact, you saw.
There's like a break over here.
Yep. If you go and have a scooch through there, you can have a look. You can see it goes out into the roadway.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so south then.
Okay. So you head further south. And you are pretty sure that you startle because you hear them, that they're off in the darkness somewhere or maybe behind something. But there's definitely more of those crouching things around the place. You don't see them, but you hear them. It's like scaring a rat when you come around the corner.
How time-wise, how much do we have left on our invisibility and true sight?
Let's say half an hour or so.
Half an hour. Okay.
Yeah. Keeping on going south, Riddle.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay. Riddle, you see some words shimmering in the air like moonlight. You're not sure what they mean, but they look to be sylvan. Just hovering. And you see a shaft of moonlight coming from above, probably lighting this up. More like a shaft of light might light up dust, and you see little flecks of dust floating. but where they're floating, make words. And the smell around
Really?
here of blood and ground bone is, marrow is very heavy in the air around here.
Can you see that? And I'll try and point out the script.
Nobody else can see it.
What are you pointing at?
Even with true sight.
Um,
I'm doing that dance where, like, I don't know if you remember the skulls with crystal eyes. It always looks at you.
yeah.
Kind of doing that hop, skip, and edge.
Okay. You've got the true sight, Petrus, and Celottal's
Yes.
got
See invisibility.
See
I
invisibility.
think that's just ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent.
Okay. So could the two of you, looking at this area, you've seen things. You've been walking around with these things going. At this point, it gets to a point. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. You need to roll saving throws versus wisdom. It's probably good for both of you, generally.
Yes.
And you have +4.
+33.
Okay, so Petrus, you're fine. You're iron intellect fortress of a mind. Doesn't care. What about you, Solotl? Or have you already cast it?
18.
18. Okay, so both of you have got the fortitude, at least in this instance, to cast these spells. But I probably should remind you that I just forgot to apply it the instant that you cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just try and remember next time.
Okay.
But, yeah, looking at this... It's written in Sylvan, so you can see the words, even though normally you wouldn't be able to. But you'll have to tell me if it will interpret what the words say, if it detects languages with true sight.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, okay. So you can see the words, and you would know that it's only because of the true sight that you're able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And you get this prickling of caution, trepidation. You know how when cats move and they walk across a floor and they lift up every foot carefully? That's a bit what Riddle's like all the time. And you feel like that in your head is what enters while you're looking at these words and enables you to see the words.
Huh.
But unfortunately, you can't decipher what they say.
Riddle, you see those, yes?
Do you guys can't see that?
I see it.
Yes, but it seems that it is hidden from normal sight.
Can I attempt take like a... I'm not going to use spare because he'll vicious mockery me if I do it with him. Find something to see if I can sketch in the dust exactly what I see.
Yeah, sure. You can actually write those words out so that anyone who speaks Sylvan can read what you say. Which probably just means Duenti, if Duenti's got it.
No.
No
I
Sylvan?
just take like notes.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, no. I only got 3.
You can write it down though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna write down like all the phrases that we saw.
Okay. It might be
Alright.
worth scooching
Like a
back and putting those in. You've got the one from the sword.
Mm.
You have a phrase from... I'll put it in the notes. F7. Floating moon motes.
I don't think I can even edit the party journal.
Sylvan. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll fix that. Try now. I've just done a grant to all. That'll scoop everyone up.
There we go. Just
Then, if someone's sick or something and it's in their character sheet, it doesn't matter. We've got it in a place where everyone can get to it. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to just keep striving on, Putty?
Yeah. Is there any direction from which the smell of the blood and bone is stronger than others?
It's right here. You look like you're in Blood and Bone
You mean this pit kind of looking thing?
Ground Zero, yeah.
Is this area to the south a pit?
Yes.
Okay, and I would like to have a look.
Yep.
Kick some dirt over.
Okay.
See what's the source of the smell.
It looks like a lot of dead creatures have been thrown here.
Any particular kind?
Humans and dogs, cats.
Does it look like I don't know how to put it, like disposal ground for some carnivorous creature?
Yeah, it looks like a charnel pit
Huh.
where lions might toss their carcasses.
Yeah, something like that.
Petrus, you see some rats scurry out and go past your feet.
Normal rats?
Yeah, well, normal sized. Yep.
Anything
Do you think
unusual
we
about?
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Just wondering if there was anything unusual about these rats that caught my eye.
No, they just scurry from the charnel pit out.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like he found all the missing.
Yes.
None of them seem that old, though. You know, they're quite picked over. They look like they've been ripped. There's no sort of blows or cuts, broken bones and things.
So they're like stripped of the meat, like someone had a good meal, or just
Not really, more like wrenched.
Huh.
You can roll a nature check if you want, Zolotl.
okay. I'll try.
Can I assist?
Yeah,
or-
you can assist or you can roll and help by rolling your own independent roll.
You might want to roll on your own. I have +0 to nature.
Okay.
I have +5, so
Okay, so both of you nut your heads together. Zolotl gets a 10. Riddle, you get a 15. It looks like these creatures have died through dismemberment, which you recall is how those crouching things attacked you. They were just trying to pull your hands and arms and legs off.
Like Xerozo will just nod and say,
The cleansing must commence.
you said we heard them, right? Skittering around?
Yes. Not anymore, but there was at some point you heard, you know, whatever it is, 100 yards or so one way, you heard, and then, you know, like a rushing air and silence.
Okay. Probably a stupid thing, but I'll try to move away from the party to kind of bait them.
Okay.
Just making a lot of sound, like banging my axe against the shield.
Okay. Oh, I'm so injured and vulnerable.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So Petrus, I'm just going to jump into the cone of silence here for a moment with you.
So I swap to that channel. Yeah.
Yeah, can you swap yourself in there? Does that work?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, here I
Okay.
am.
These rats, there's a few of them, like maybe 4 or 5. A bit hard to tell because they're sort of scuttering backwards and forwards at the limits of the flickering light. and one of them sort of pauses and looks over its shoulder, and you expect that it will just run off, but it doesn't. It keeps looking back at the group.
And do I see anything unusual about its eyes or its physical presence?
Not particularly. It
Or
just looks like
anything ethereal, or
No,
because
no.
remember I have the true sight still going.
Right. No, it looks like it looks like a rat in the shadows. It's not undead. It's not a fiend.
Okay, but it appears to be specifically regarding us in a way that is very unrat-like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should we
great.
move back?
Indeed, thank you.
Okay, we're back. You just see Sir Core looking over his shoulder for a moment.
Am I back in the other channel?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I dragged you back.
Ah, perfect.
Okay, so where
Okay,
to from here?
Yeah, Cecelia's going to go like,
Creatures, come out and play, yeah!
You don't attract any creatures for some reason, Sir Lottle.
shucks. I know, meanwhile, he will keep trying. I know,
yeah, fair
what about
enough.
the rest?
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
Wendy's just sort of looking around,
Okay,
picking like rubble, looking under.
yeah. You spend a solid 10 minutes or so, and can Riddle, Duenti, and Sir Petrus roll a investigation for me? Thanks.
Sir Petrus will be striding towards the rats that scurried away,
Okay,
particularly the one that caught his eye.
okay.
I see nothing.
14.
Okay, Riddle, you've got a 7, Duenti a 14. Okay. All right. You see a few bones here and there, and find that there's actually quite a few littered around the place. You might not have noticed in the wet mire, but they're not just here, like this charnel pit. There's a few here, and because you're looking at them and you're looking for them based on this charnel pit, you see, like a finger bone or something in a crack between two flagstones, things like that. Maybe a fragment of a skull. Sir Petrus, you stride over, and the rest of you see Sir Petrus sort of looking down at the shadows.
If I get close enough, I'll kick it.
Okay, let's see. We'll roll to hit.
Unarmed strike.
I'll let you have your proficiency bonus. That's fine.
Oh no, I'm a tavern brawler. My history is a rather checkered one.
Oh, even better. Okay.
But a 14 is all I got.
14 is a hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, roll your damage.
which would be it's 5 bludgeoning, and do I get my divine strike damage on top of that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It counts as a weapon for me because of my tavern brawling.
In that case,
trait.
yeah. In that case, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
then I think I
Alright.
probably squished
So
the rat.
you see him just like squash this rat completely. It's taken 15 damage, and it's probably enough to kill 7 of these things. So he launches it 20 feet or so, and you hear it splat, and it's a broken, crumpled mass sliding down the wall.
Are there any similar rats with the same?
Yeah. They all sort of, as soon as you take your hit, and they sort of all sort of scurry. One of them's close enough for you to have a, what do you call it? A free strike, if you like.
All right, I will.
Oh! Natural 20 on the rat. Okay. How are you going to kill this one?
This one, I just step on it.
Okay, squash, it goes, and of course, again, you know, you're stepping it with you're with a fully armored boot. I'm sure you must be in solid armor if you're armor class 23.
Yes,
And
I'm wearing plate mail.
Okay, so this thing is just absolutely crushed, and you can yeah. So
The rats, they spy upon us. Destroy them if you see them.
they've all gone.
Good.
And
I will look suitably brooding and make my way back to the rest of the
okay,
group.
well, they've been picking around through the bones and things. You can hear Stolofel saying, "Take me," and whatnot.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have been mortally wounded. I'm so weak.
Okay. Where to from here? You haven't found anything.
What is due west of our position? What is that, a wall?
It looks like another one of the rising buildings or something, but hard to see. There's things in the way. You'd have to wend your way through.
Mm-hmm. Then I think we should continue west.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Oh, it's an archway.
Yeah. So you've gone through an archway. It might have been a facade to a building at one stage.
Mm-hmm.
As you go under the archway, looking all around you, is it Riddle and Duenti still at the front?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I got moved.
Oh, I just bunched everyone up so I could move you together again. Okay. Let me just look back for a moment. Sakor.
Yes.
Looking back at the archway, you can see there's a few rats, just 3 or 4, and they sort of shrink back from the high archway above, maybe just peeking, eyes, little red beady eyes looking over the top, and
They're overhead.
sorry.
They're overhead, are they? Looking down.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Right.
and you've already gone past. This is just because you're all looking around as you go, and one of them just stands up, and it's got its arms just down by its side, and is watching you go past, and it lifts its hand up, sticks its thumb out, as if it's going to give you the thumbs up sign. And then it puts its thumb touching the other side of its neck and then draws a line across its neck.
I cast Toll the Dead on the right.
All right. You cast Toll the Dead. You can probably get Toll the Dead off, or you might. We'll roll an initiative when we get back. But
Yep.
you can just roll a d20 or roll an initiative roll and tell me what you got. Hello, we're back. Hello, we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just tell me your number.
Well, I roll that with advantage, so I got a crit.
Okay, all right. So you see Sir Kor suddenly go for his holy symbol, hold it up at the archway, and yell out some sort of religious, "The bell tolls for thee," or something like that. And you hear this squeak, and then it's cut off short. You can flavour that however you like, Sir Kor. Is that pretty much what they see, or?
Oh yes, I bring down the wrath of my God upon the horrible spies that follow us through this ruin.
Okay.
Did you murder a rat?
Not just a rat, we are being watched.
Whatever you say.
And Gerald will pick up some of their dead rats and put them in the pouch for his lunch later.
There's 2, and they're completely squashed. Somewhere back there.
I'm gonna.
Didn't he just kill one right now?
Oh
By the
yeah,
arch?
but it's not in sight.
Shame.
In fact,
Waste of
I'm
food.
gonna
you didn't see the rat that he killed. He just, maybe he's caught some sort of insanity.
Oh, okay.
gonna grab whatever viscera and pocket it for later testing.
What's that?
Whatever viscera of the crushed rats
Oh, I see. Yeah, go and
is
take
left, and just pocket it.
You can
Yeah.
take a scraping.
And try it, like, discern if it's,
Okay.
Okay, then the Xerath will take the rat tails for a snack, like a jerky.
Okay.
Just chew on them.
You see you can hear a bit of a song in the distance, to the west.
same as the song before or different?
No. Let me see. No, it sounds like someone singing to themselves.
I go towards the sound.
Follow suit. No.
I'll at least be sneaky.
Okay. Do a stealth roll for me. Anyone else stealthing?
21.
Okay, Riddle.
Sure, Xerath will, but before I stealth, I will guide myself.
Okay. So, Riddle, you get to around the corner and you see this woman, long skirt, going down to the ground. She's hunched over, but she has a large sack on her back. And then you hear clang, clang, clang coming up behind you. And the woman looks up and says, oh, I don't get many in here. And she's picking up a bone that she's found. And you can see, before Sir Lottle came stomping up behind you, she sort of gave it a little bit of a chew and then looked at it and tosses it away. And then she moves to another section and she's scanning. She says, hello.
Dear stranger, and who might you be in this horrible weather?
Oh, I'm just out collecting.
Collecting what?
Looking for bones, good ones. More important question. What brings you here?
We're looking for a young girl. Don't suppose you've seen one wandering around?
I might have, yes. I do have an old mind. Newer memories tend to slip me by sometimes.
I know the feeling.
I think there was a young girl here. I'm not here all the time, though.
I can't remember have I still got the locket, or did someone else grab that one, or the?
I think you had it.
I had it. I pop out I'll come a little closer and just hold it up and saying, this girl in particular.
She says, bring it over.
Wait. Who are you and how did you get in here?
She looks at you and sort of squints through her long dreadlocks. She says, I'm the bone collector. They give up
That tells me nothing.
They give up their secrets to me.
And the latter part of the question. How did you get in here?
I walked through that doorway over there, and she points behind her where there's still a torch where Ashtar's hunkering down out of the rain.
Okay. I know that would require like insight check or something, but would Ashtar let random stranger behind us?
You would expect that she wouldn't leave a threat behind you.
And our friend just let you through, didn't?
Oh, yes, nice young lady. Big sword.
Yeah, that's the one.
She leans down and picks up another bone shard, this time just a little sliver, and she raises it to her lips as if she's going to taste it. And you hear her sort of muttering, choice. And she puts it in the basket on her back.
Okay, under his breath, kind of towards just Riddle, sort of will say,
Whoever she is, she seems comfortable entering this place. And you know, we had trouble with those things. How come she can be so docile in here?
Friend asks a good question. Are you not scared of the unseen creepy crawlies that lurk in this place?
Oh, I've got my tricks. They stay away from me. And she sort of taps her nose.
is that a human elf or?
Looks human from the shape.
Okay.
Not so slight, to be an elf or a young girl or anything. You would expect, middle, old age. Well, not quite, not ancient or anything, but getting on. And she says, so what brings you here? Looking for the girl I know.
Then why you ask?
Well, it seems odd for why people would go chasing a girl through the city like this.
I sort of enter in.
Okay.
It was her mother, right, that was looking for
Aunt, I think.
on. Okay.
The Duchess.
Yeah. The Duchess is looking for her.
Huh? Well, can you roll a charisma check, please?
Your
And-
charisma?
Persuasion. And Riddle,
Thank you.
can you roll 1 too?
Persuasion?
Yep. This is just your general agreeableness.
Oh, we rolled the same.
Nice.
22.
She sort of hobbles over
Hiding.
and sort of pats your forearm and says, "Oh, young lass, how do you keep your fur so soft in this dreary rain? Why doesn't it frizz up?" And she looks at she holds her tangle of dreadlocks.
Kind of snuggle into my oilskin cloak
Okay.
and my shield over my head.
Oh, I see. I've just eventually, and you spend long enough in this place, you tend to just end up ignoring the constant rain, but things are changing. And she says, the days are shorter.
Yes.
Just today, in fact. Something turned. Did you hear the bells?
Did we hear the bells?
No, you haven't.
No, we haven't.
My dear lady, we've heard no bells today.
Every now and then the bells of Sacramara ring. And she gestures off to the keep. Who can ring them? Who can ring the bells of a ruin? Anyway, I would like to chat some more. It does get lonely, a place like this. When I saw the young lady, she was looking for the spider. Is that? Are you chancing an encounter?
Oh yes, we heard she may have been looking for trouble with the spider. That's
Ah,
one of the reasons we're looking for her, to help keep her out of trouble and get her home safe and sound.
it's best that you would go to the spider or seek them out, uh, lest they come for you.
Where is the spider, crone?
And she looks up and says, "He watches from above."
How do we get there?
Just get as high as you can, and she sort of gestures around the place to the, by whatever means you can, I guess. And let's see. She says, "But for ones as polite as yourselves, it is doom to visit with groblets without obeying the Amber Convention."
Tell us then of this convention.
Groblets is of the old gods, a vestige, and bound by the old laws of stone, water, and blood, and pilgrims, bearing the symbols of the old gods, and beyond his power to harm. Do not break the following rules, and groblets will be unable to initiate violence upon you. And she sort of settles down, tries to get a little bit of shade, and says, "Gather round, get out your, no doubt you have pencils or pens or quills or whatnot." And I can paste them into the chat later on. But she says, when you meet with the spider, the audience must conform to these principles, tenets of the convention. The first, the bull's curse. The interviewers, the petitioners, can ask no more than 13 questions. The badger's oath. The convention should not exceed 13 minutes. The skull's laugh. No one should cast a spell using verbal components. The hunter's tread. None shall unsheath a weapon in violence. The twins' revelation. None should wear a disguise. And you get the idea that when they say none, she's talking about the petitioners. The wolf's path. None should stray from the platform. And she sort of looks above whilst the conversation is in place. The widow's mercy. The spider will not tolerate anyone to weep or mourn in their presence. So if you show despair, you're breaking the convention. The rose's spite. Each character must bear something of beauty on their person openly, or openly display a scar. And lastly, the dragon. He cannot abide open flame. Bear it at your peril. And she looks both at your... I'd put that sword away when you meet, when you petition with groblets.
Well, we've already got the scar covered, and I'd show my hand.
Ah. Somebody put their hand where they shouldn't.
Yes. You also have the beauty display covered.
And Xerozo will point at his face.
Well, I can honestly say I have a sword that I can draw for other things than violence. He's good conversation some days.
Ah.
Not all days, some days.
There's a lot of rules. A lot of talk with the spider. But what is the spider?
The spider is an old being. An ancient, twisted, bitter. Corrupted by this and corrupted by what they did. And she sort of looks up, almost fearful.
Is it of this place? Is it born here?
I believe it is of Elysium. And she sort of absently is looking around and finds another bone.
Can I try and grab one of the rats out of Zolotl's pouches, one of the ones I saw him put in earlier,
Yep.
and offer it to her?
I was going to eat that.
Got spares. And be like, they're still wrapped, but I'm sure there's some good bones on this one.
Okay. She sort of says, "Oh, perhaps," and she sort of peels back her dreadlocks, and there's this white porcelain mask. She says, "Don't worry about my mask."
Well, I wasn't worried till you mentioned it.
Little goes, ooh, white, pretty.
It preserves my complexion. And she pulls off a piece of the rat and then lifts up her mask and just pokes up a little bit, and you hear and crunching bones.
These are little, it's always good to share.
And she says, "If you're new, you look it."
Yes, we're still acclimating to the environment.
And what brings you here? Were you just looking for this girl? People go missing all the time.
We had an unusual request to come help with this young lady, so you could say it was an offer we really couldn't refuse.
I see. Okay. Well,
But perhaps, I think my companion asked before, but do you know where we can go to seek the spider?
she says, "Seek the highest platform.
Highest platform.
Ascend, and maybe he will descend to you."
Have you any recommendations on where that might be for new people, for strangers?
No, she just gestures to the nearest big block just to the north of you. I think it's to the north of you. I'll just pan out a bit. Oh no, that's where you've already been, the archway. She just walks over here and pats the wall here. You could start with this bad boy right here.
Oh, I think we could manage that. Many thanks, my fair friend.
She says if you are looking for information, you could go to the Great Library.
Is that near the printing house?
My printing house, yes, just a couple of blocks.
Did you just say mine?
Oh.
Sir Petrus draws forth his mace.
One
I will
Nicoros.
I will try and stop. Whatever you're planning, don't.
I'll assume Petrus is invisibility, but
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
okay. And it's 11:21. So we've already gone 3.5, almost 3.5 hours. What say we finish there? Because this could be another.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ended off on me telling off Sir Petrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Is the just so that I know, is the intent, because I'm wary of player versus player unless it's really lends itself to the story. Is the intention of Sir Petra, because if you attack somebody when someone else is halfway through a conversation with them, you're sort of in a way undermining what they're doing. But then conversely, if you say, oh, let's talk to everybody who is clearly evil and whatnot, it gets in the way and the other way. So it's just conflicting worldviews. Is the intention for Sir Petrus and Sir Lottel generally just to attack and kill anything that you come across here that might be off?
Sir Petrus is not a very complicated character. He very much sees things as black or white, and there's nothing in between. That said, if there is a dialogue happening, he'll chip in with some insults and some other tantrums in the background until there's a degree of resolution, unless the other party members decide to persuade him differently one way or the other.
Okay, all right. So it's not definitely like some paladins. Whenever there's, I don't know, a revenant, for example, they draw the swords and run in and just kill it. So it's,
no, I don't want to stamp on other people's fun.
Xerotos is definitely gonna act that way towards aberrations, fiends, all that stuff.
Yep.
But if she's a human or something, he doesn't necessarily need to kill her. Just try to enforce his idea that she will not raise any more dead.
Right. Okay.
So depending on how the conversation goes, it might get violent.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
I think we should stop it here anyway, because then also we might have a resident half-orc with us too, so she won't have to miss out on encountering Rosamet the Fabulous, and also a possible encounter very shortly with the spider.
Is it too late to add popcorn to my inventory?
I can show the rats.
Sit back and watch.
I thought you got a black. Don't you have a black T-shirt with security written along the back? Maybe that's Juinty.
I think this might be the last game I'm gonna be in. I think this game is just too late in the night for me.
Oh,
and
okay.
I have a lot of things.
Okay.
So, and, maybe if this is still going on like months later, maybe I'll join back in. But,
Okay. What time is it for you right now?
I mean, same time. But there's I have a game tomorrow, very early in the morning because I'm playing with U.S. people.
Oh, I see.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll definitely have 4 strength for next week in any case, but maybe a bit of a mix-up. But yeah, good to pause here in any case. It is already 11:30 before we potentially get into a dust up.
Yeah. I do have to ask though, are those maps like preset ones, or are you making them? Because they're freaking amazing.
Yeah, they are amazing, and I haven't made these maps. They came with it.
I mean, it's taking back old school to Icewind Dale and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Some really really good stuff in here. There's some that I've made, but this one in particular stands out. There's some that are really bad as well. There's a huge range, and I've had to find other things to use. Okay,
Cool.
Well, in that case, let us close out for now, and we'll all be back, minus a Juinty. Thanks, Juinty, for joining us for the last few sessions. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was definitely fun.
Yeah, and maybe we'll catch up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope to see you back.
Well, thank you, everybody.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Anthony.